When did the thing with older women start?
Oh, that's cool. Had a cool experience with a older woman.
You're the king of MILFs. The biggest one would be Addison's mom.
Sharon Nicole.
He's very wholesome.
Her ex-husband. He turned his whole brand into hating me.
Hey, what do you think about Young Gravy?
Let's get it into the ring. Let's get in the ring and set some of it like men.
I got knocked out of my socks last week by somebody.
He just recently started following Ariel Fulmer on Instagram.
It's not like it's a fetish or anything.
Young Gravy is creeping around the industry and hitting on anyone's mother who comes his way. His bizarre dating history has kept him in the headlines, like making out with Addison Rae's mom on the red carpet and hooking up with 80-year-old Martha Stewart. Is Young Gravy into older women, or is this a reflection of the trauma he went through in high school sleeping with his friend's mother? Let's get into it. I need to talk to you guys about the rapper Young Gravy because he has a bizarre dating history. And I'm not trying to shame him, but he has a certain type of woman that he goes for. And today I want to talk about his past because recently hearing that he had hooked up with Martha Stewart caught me off guard. I actually never heard of Young Gravy until I saw him dating Addison Rae's mother. We'll get into that, but actually he's admitted in the past that he's attracted to older women and he loves Sofia Vergara. Which, I mean, who doesn't? She's beautiful. Young Gravy claims that he was waiting in the wings when he saw that Sofia and Joe were divorcing because he wanted to have his opportunity to get with her. And I can appreciate when someone likes someone, when they're attracted to them, they go after them. I mean, if you're into them, then go for it. I mean, as long as you're respectful and there's consent, I don't think there's any problem with trying to make a move. And of course, that's what Young Gravy did because as soon as he saw the divorce, he posted all over Instagram, "Let's effing go." And let's just say he was really excited because he even posted an edited photo of him and Sofia together on Instagram, which is a little bit creepy in my opinion.
My number one by I would say a long shot is Sofia Vergara. You met her?
No, I haven't met her.
I know she just got divorced.
She's
That's Susan Sarandon. She's bad. We love her.
She's like 79 right now, I think. Sofia Vergara, they have to be 79.
God, she's
They can't find older.
Mind-blowing how hot she is, man.
Well, no, she was married to
Some
the pitcher. No, Sofia Vergara. I don't even know how old is she. Does she qualify as MILF?
I would guess 51. Oh, look at that.
She's 51 years
I
old.
might have read that subconsciously. But
Jesus Christ.
I guess it was 50-ish. Yeah, she's bad, man.
Now he can manifest Sofia all he wants, but I don't think he's going to get her. But he did get Addison Rae's mother. If you don't know who Addison Rae is, she's an actress, a TikToker, a singer. She's pretty popular all over social media. And because she is so popular, her parents have kind of gotten involved in social media for better or for worse. Actually, probably for worse. Especially when we see Addison's mom, Sherry, embarrassing Addison and herself while on the red carpet with Young Gravy. He's 26, she's 42, and they are publicly making their debut as a couple and making out on the red carpet, acting like teenagers. I mean, Addison has to be embarrassed. Young Gravy said, "We met online and we connected right away. I'm from the furthest north it gets, and she's from the furthest south it gets." So I guess he's trying to say they compliment each other because she's from the south and he's from the north. Okay, buddy. It doesn't change that they have a 16-year age gap. And, that's not a problem because they are both adults, but also her children are just a couple years younger than he is. Sherry was with Addison Rae's father, Monty, until they separated. They have 3 children together, and their separation was very public because they both became influencers because of their daughter, Addison. So it kind of ruined their family and their lives and clearly their marriage.
Sharon Nicole.
Is she your date tonight?
My date tonight, yes.
No way.
Yes way. Man, I was just saying how MILFs deserve more attention.
So when did you ask this lovely lady to be your plus
The
one?
moment that I knew I was coming to the VMAs, I did, yes.
What is it about Young Gravy? He's very wholesome, I would say.
Believe it or not, I am a wholesome person. I am a wholesome.
Well, have y'all gone on a picnic?
We have. We
And
have
how was
had
the
our
picnic?
date. The date was great.
Now, Young Gravy later clarified that he and Sherry, were not that serious. I mean, he said he thought it would be a cool little date to take her to the VMAs and it would be casual and that people wouldn't assume much. But I mean, look at his behavior. It's kind of giving like love bombing and gaslighting. Like you were treating her like a girlfriend and now you're saying, oh, like I didn't think you guys would think we were serious. I thought it would be like a little date for her to go on with me. He said it wouldn't make sense for us to date because we live in different cities, but we do keep in touch. Wouldn't make sense for them to date because they're in different cities. That's the only part that doesn't make sense. I wonder how Young Gravy feels about Addison, because reportedly Addison was devastated after seeing her mother on the red carpet and seeing how they behaved. And it doesn't really seem like he's considering that.
You're the king of MILFs. The biggest one would be Addison's mom.
They blew that crazy out of proportion. I'm not going to be petty and like make some response to him, but like if I could bring his wife to this shit, it could be kind of tight. So
did you ever talk to Addison and gauge her feelings on the situation?
I hit up Addison and so did Sherry, and I was like, do I have permission to like bring her to the VMAs? And we got the thumbs up on it. I wasn't trying to just get clout off of that. I wanted to like bring her on a date and show her a good time. From Addison, I think that she was more just mad at her dad for being such a fucking weirdo.
Let's talk about Addison's father, Monty, because he is out here in the streets, literally out here in the streets in like Hollywood, West Hollywood. I hear stories about him hanging out with like the young girls, and he did not like seeing his ex-wife with Young Gravy. Monty supposedly had cheated on Sherry, and that's what happened in their marriage, and it completely fell apart. We've seen Tana Mojo and other celebrities bring him up and weird messages that like he has sent off, and it actually has led into a TikTok fight between Young Gravy and Monty all over Addison's mom. And of course, I would be devastated as well.
I want to get back to the MILFs for a moment.
I never left, man.
How would you explain the situation with Addison Rae's mom?
I got invited to perform at the VMAs. I wanted a date, and I had flirted with this one particular woman a few times online. Her ex-husband, he turned his whole brand into hating me and talking about me, and I thought it was funny. Then I thought, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit petty, and I'm going to bring this guy's ex-wife.
You keep in touch with her, Mom?
Yeah. Check in pretty often.
Now, Addison Rae's father, Monty, responded with 4 videos, and one of them were actually banned. It sounds like Monty wanted to box Young Gravy, which Young Gravy is like really tall and Monty definitely isn't. So I can't imagine like Young Gravy going to fight Addison's father.
Hey, what do you think about Young Gravy talking to Sherry Nicole, Monty?
Look, I got something for Young Gravy, man. He likes to talk a lot of smack and he's talking trash. But let's tell him, look, Jake Paul just backed his fight up. Let's get it into the ring. Let's get in the ring and set some of it like men. Look, you like apples? How you like them apples?
Oh, wow.
Come on, little Gravy.
Hey,
Open your mouth so I can shut it.
Are you serious, Monty? You get in the ring with him?
You know I will.
If you fight Young Gravy, whose corner would Addison sit in?
Addison's a winner. She sits with winners.
All right.
Look at her father out there in the streets with the young girls all drunk talking to the paparazzi. This person tweeted, I feel so bad for Addison Rae. Her parents are so embarrassing. Another person writes, Addison Rae started doing dances on TikTok and now her dad is an embarrassing public disgrace and her mom is making out with Young Gravy at the VMAs. Tough break. I actually really agree with this tweet. I never thought I would have strong feelings about Addison Rae, but that girl's been working her ass off for 3 years and this is how her parents are behaving. And like, true, like she's like almost made like 2 albums. I like saw one of them was leaked on YouTube. I listened to all of it. I liked it. She had that movie come out on Netflix. Like she's killing it and her parents are now just like, what, doing this? Imagine Addison reading this message that Monty left on Instagram for Young Gravy. He said, thank you, Young Gravy, for taking the leftovers, writing about his ex-wife. I would rather spend time with my daughter and 2 grandkids that Sherry made me abandon as a child in order to be with her. Okay, so now Monty's taking it too far. I guess now he's accusing Sherry of, I guess Monty had a kid before Sherry and made him abandon that daughter to be with her. Okay, now this is getting like really personal. Essentially, Monty got bored of harassing Young Gravy and their like feud kind of fell apart because, I mean, Young Gravy wasn't trying to get with Addison Rae's mom. I think he was trying to like start beef and he said he wasn't trying to get attention, but like that's exactly what he did. He got so much attention and now it looks like Martha Stewart is his new woman. Just months after rapper Young Gravy made headlines for making out with a woman twice his age, he revealed he also took Martha Stewart out for a date. He's 26, she's 81, and it sounds like they went on a date and wait, so twice his age. Is Martha like almost 4 times his age? Like a little bit less than 4 times his age. So he originally made a song named after her in 2020. He said, "I rap a lot about cooking and cougars and a lot of things that Martha Stewart kind of embodies. So I named the song after her, and people on her team heard it and showed her. They reached out and we made a whole commercial campaign and hung out a few times. He even admits that he brought her for a date for a bat mitzvah. Martha and I are close. Yeah, we check in often. She's great." It seems like they do check in often. I mean, all of these like older women, which good for them, like they're checking in with Young Gravy often. I feel like he's got a different like baby mama, not baby mama, like what? Not even sugar mama, like cougar. I guess cougar. He's got like a different cougar in every city.
I asked myself, why can't I meet someone who like knocks me off my socks and I think is hot? I don't know what.
I got knocked out of my socks last week by somebody. And I mean, this very attractive. I mean, I still, you just meet a lot of guys. Where do you go at night?
Home.
Don't you go out to dinners and parties and stuff? Your friends have to be sitting you next to eligible young men.
No, I'm not living that life, Martha. How do I do it?
You better start. You have a lot of friends, and they should be inviting you and taking. They didn't do that for me either, by the way.
I was going to say that.
I had to do it myself.
And this man who knocked you out of your socks.
It wasn't exactly appropriate, but it was good for a night. Just.
I think we all know who the real culprit is. Young Gravy can't keep getting away with this, bro.
Martha is out here on these streets. I mean, good for her, but Young Gravy is also out here, maybe even a little bit worse. And it actually, I mean, now that I'm looking at it, it almost seems a little bit like tactical. He goes for women who are like involved in like controversies, or whether like the age gap would be a controversy. I mean, for example, if you guys remember the Try Guys, the guy Ned cheated on his wife. Well, guess who tried to slide into his wife's DMs? I mean, Young Gravy going after Ariel Fulmer. And just to remind you guys, the Try Guys are like a BuzzFeed group that fell apart because Ned was cheating on his wife with a coworker. But supposedly Young Gravy followed her and then she followed him back, and we really don't know what happened between these two. But you have to admit, it's interesting the women that he targets.
So it looks like Young Gravy has found himself another MILF. He just recently started following Ariel Fulmer on Instagram. And yes, this Ariel.
Now, part of me just thinks that this guy is a young mid-20s rapper who's doing pretty well on the TikTok and I guess in his music as well. And he just like is living that rock star lifestyle. I mean, looking at some of these clips from interviews, it is chaotic, the stories that he tells, and it just sounds like he's sleeping around with everyone. So Martha, I mean, it's not like Martha can get pregnant, but maybe get tested.
Do you, have you ever been a girl's hall pass? Like,
yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Was it cool?
It was cool. Yeah. But here, honestly, if I knew beforehand, I wouldn't have done it.
Really?
I don't like that. Like, I don't know. Hall pass to me is weird. If I've had one super serious girlfriend that I thought about marrying, I would have never let a hall pass go on. I would have never given her a hall pass or given myself a hall pass. But I did hook up with a woman, and then I found out afterwards it was really weird because her boyfriend came up and told me.
Oh, he was like, yo.
He was like, yo. No, literally, he was like, yo, dude, you were the hall pass, man. So happy to hear about it, man.
Oh, my God,
It's a weird world that we live in.
Now, you might be wondering what started this obsession with Young Gravy and older women. Now, I think everyone can have a type and maybe he just likes them, but he's admitted himself that he had a secret relationship with one of his friend's mothers, and that's what started this. He actually claims this friend doesn't know about this relationship. He claims that he does not fetishize older women, he just appreciates them. Okay. And he had a cool experience with his friend's mother, and that's what kind of birthed this. I guess maybe it was like back in high school, which, yeah, that's a little bit creepy. Like, he's like a minor, right, in high school, and then the friend's mom, like the mom, like what, she's got to be at least like 35 or something, right? Oh no.
I'm gonna jump in the deep end, man. When did the thing with older women start?
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
I had a cool experience with a older woman. It's not like it's a fetish or anything.
Did you ever date any of your friends' parents in high school?
No. The woman that I'm speaking of from high school was an associate's, I guess sort of, they were someone that was in a lot of my classes that I knew sort of well, and I sold weed to them once. It was their mom. But I don't think they know. I named a song after her, But I have like 10 songs named after women. I don't know if you see this. I don't think they're gonna figure it out.
You got a 1 in 10 chance.
Yeah.
Everyone's like looking through your back catalogue to find if their mum's name's in there.
This one person made a good point. Everyone seemed to gloss over this admission during the podcast. Imagine if an older man and a high school girl were doing this. No wonder Gravy has a MILF obsession. Trauma. Which I think is a really great point. I mean, there is some trauma that must be involved with like really losing your innocence in that way. And that woman should feel bad. I mean, she sounds dangerous. And that wasn't the first time that he's told this story. He's actually gone on H3 with Ethan Klein and he spoke about this. And Ethan was even asking him like, what, like, how does that happen? But it also, I do think there's a really good point with like, if the genders were switched, because I think if the genders were switched, everyone would be like, wait, what? That's like perverted. That's terrible. It actually makes me think of this woman that was like a teacher at one of my high schools, and she was doing this, and actually she was arrested. So it does happen.
I think the first time was in high school, late high school.
Oh, was it a friend's mom?
Not a friend's mom. No,
so who was she?
I wouldn't do that. It was a woman that sold me.
Yo,
Yeah.
Did she have kids?
She did have kids.
Did her kids know about?
That's what a MILF.
Now, Young Gravy popped off with his song Mr. Clean, and he speaks a lot about the MILFs and his obsession with that. And actually, it seems like his record label is holding on to this and using it as a tactic to push him even further, which I like, you know, it's interesting. It's like a weird move because a lot of celebrities or famous people, they find what works for them and then they just keep doing it. But like, this is kind of a bizarre tactic to use that he's like going to gain fame because he's known for like liking the MILFs.
Rating rappers based on how I think they treat their girlfriends, part 2. Young Gravy looks like he would take me on exactly 2 to 3 expensive dates and then fuck my mom afterwards and tell me it's not you, it's me.
No.
Now, you can deny all you want, Mr. Young Gravy, but actions speak louder than words. And that's why clips like this one, where a TikToker showed a video of her mom being invited to a Young Gravy concert and being asked to go backstage. She's not being asked to go backstage. Her mom is.
So my mom is like super obsessed with this random rapper and he invited us to his concert, so we're gonna go meet him. I'm nervous because she's a cougar and the news is finally gonna come out. So are you excited for the concert?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah, because you're a cougar.
You saben I'm not a cougar? Eres tan pinche venenoso, saben eres tan pinche venenoso.
This is so much fun.
Alright, lady. Stop it, Isabella. I love that song.
You have to admit, it's kind of a funny moment, and we've seen this happen before. On February 2nd, 2022, Ryan Schaffer posted a video of him and his mother being invited backstage at the concert, and it seems like Young Gravy liked his mother.
Bringing a move to a Gravy concert, 100% would recommend.
Now, I don't think Young Gravy is going to end his obsession anytime soon. I mean, he even posted this tweet where someone messaged him about the 8-ball pool game on your phone, and he said, God, I love MILFs, and I think he's made that apparent. But I am keeping my eye on this situation because it's a weird Hollywood tactic using this like MILF obsession, and then it's just like also, I don't know, there's something that like rubs me wrong. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but also no. I mean, there's a reason why headlines are made every time that he's like hooking up with Martha or, you know, Addison Rae's mom. So I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.